Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. I got incense and stuff on my table here. Welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. So, it is Monday, June 10th, 2024. I am off. What is that? What is that happening right there? That is crazy. I don't know what that is. I do have my front door open. Let's see if that changes. That's crazy. Let me shut the front door and see if that changes. That's crazy. It did probably get a little bit darker. Maybe that was, I don't know. I'm not in front of the front door, so that's crazy. It just seemed to go away. That was crazy. Anyway, I've had a weird but fantastic weekend. My dad, who I haven't seen in 14 years, popped up out of the blue and showed up this weekend. And so I got to spend some time with him. He got to spend some time with his grandsons. And it was a thing. So I'm like, crazy. That's crazy. And then I kind of looked before I even talked to him, because he called me last Monday, said he was coming this weekend. And I had pulled, because I have a card of the month I've pulled at the beginning of the year. And I kind of looked at the card and I was like, I found it very interesting, but I'll get to that at the end of the month when I reveal my card of the month, but I'll dig into that a little bit more. But I thought, since I took today off, just to have an extra day off that wasn't including hospitals and doctors and all that. And then I found out because I went to the doctor Friday, found out Friday before last, found out some interesting information. Like Tuesday or Wednesday, they gave me the results, that I may have a couple more blocks, but not in my heart. Now they're in my neck and my leg. And I have to go, like, I took today off. And I was like, oh, I can have a free day. No doctors, no nothing. And then my doctor called me and said, we need to do an immediate CT scan. How's Monday work for you? And I'm like, yeah, I'm off, so might as well. So here, what turned out was going to be a great day off. I did go in this afternoon for a CT scan, and I'm allergic to the stuff they give you. So it's going to be interesting. But that's just a little life update, because I'm very boring. I never have anything updating in my life. So I just thought I should let y'all know. But I am here today to do Chanel Days, and I printed it off. Midyear tarot tag, hashtag Midyear tarot tag, a 6-month check-in. And I'm pretty sure she did this last year and I followed it. Like 3 years ago, I did something similar, but for the full week of the middle of the year, the week that falls on the middle of the year, like toward the end of June. I did like the first day, and I might still do that again this year, because I feel like it's kind of calling me to do it again. Like the first day is the top 10 decks you got this year. Number 2 is the top Oracle decks you got this year. There were 7 tags for 7 days. So, anyway, let me know in the comments below if you guys want me to do that again. And we're almost 4 minutes in. I need to get this stuff going because there's 12 prompts. Drinking what's left of my coffee here. It is almost 11 o'clock. So, there's 12 prompts for Chanel Days. I will post her link below. I need to remember. And I have the paper, so hopefully I'll remember once it uploads. But the first prompt is deck you've used the most in 2024. And the first deck that came to mind, and just as a caveat, all of these decks are decks I got this year, and most of them are decks that that's the first deck came to mind, because I had a hard time figuring out what decks to use. So for the first deck, the deck I use the most, I would say, is the Urban Crow Tarot, or Urban Crow Oracle by MJ Cullinane. This is a Hay House deck. I can tell you right now, this is probably one of my favorite Oracle decks now. It's in the top 10, I would say. I'm very picky with Oracle decks versus Tarot. It's been on my list for years, and I just never got it. And then I broke down and got it this year. This year I decided to, and if you've been watching my channel, you know, every month I have a featured deck that I purchased specifically for that month, or that came into my collection that month, that was anticipated for that month. And this was January's. And OMG, I used it with everything. It works with everything. And I freaking adored it. Even when I was using like spring-like decks, I was using this Oracle. And when I put it down, I would come back to it. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, I can't seem to put it down. I have in the last couple months put it down, but I had a hard time with this prompt alone because I'm like, is this the one I use the most? But I feel like it is. I know I've used quite a bit of these decks multiple times, more times than, yeah, look at that. And the keywords are fantastic too. It's stunning. I love the Hay House cardstock. I love the way they shuffle this way. They're the regular Oracle size for Hay House. I love them. I love everything about them. And so that is prompt 1. That is the Urban Crow Oracle. And that is my only Oracle in this VR. So number 2 is a new deck that came into your collection. And I even bought a specific bag for it months before the deck ever came out. This is the bag. It's very nice. Got this, I think, on Temu. And it was, I mean, it was like $5, but it's worth it. It's like a velvety, it's thick material. It's not going to damage the deck. It's the B Tarot that came out in April. This deck was highly anticipated for the last couple of years. I've been waiting and waiting and watching and stalking, waiting for this deck to come out. And it came out in April, so this was my featured deck for April. It is stunning. It's by Llewellyn. Do you see that? Again, with the orb or flare or whatever. It's weird. Anyway, I don't know if y'all see, if you're seeing these, let me know. I'm a very high energy today, so, and I have been guzzling a ton of coffee, so yeah. I don't drink caffeine other than my coffee in the morning. Once I'm done, I'm done. Oh my gosh. Like, something's happening there. Right off to, look at that. It's like constant, like, orbs happening. That's crazy. And all my doors are shut. That's crazy. Anyway, I think it's the spirits trying to say, you haven't done a reading in a while. And I think I will start doing those on a regular. I've been saying every time I do them, I want to do them on a regular. But clearly that's the spirits saying, look, you need to do them on a regular. It's kind of build up here. Interesting. The only issue I have with the B deck is the courts are very similar. And then here's the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. And then I think the 10 of Swords, they're very pippy in the Swords, which I don't care for. Because Swords is my favorite suit. But other than that, this is a gorgeous deck. I love it. I do like the Llewellyn cardstock. This is actually one of their, I think their second deck where it's linen, but it's got this coating on it that, oh my gosh, like, look at that. There's nothing there. I think I have, is there hair hanging off there? It's something. That's crazy in this video. I don't know what that is. That's insane. Insane. Looks like spider. Oh, wait. There's something hanging. Hold on. Did I get it? There was one little piece of hair hanging. I think I got it. Anyway, and my fan's blowing, so that makes sense. That's weird. But there was kind of little orbs here floating, too. Interesting. Anyway, that's the B Tarot. That was prompt, oh my god, prompt 2. Now I don't know where I did the bag. We'll put this to the side. I think I did get it. Yeah, it was a little tiny hair hanging right here, but I don't know why it would be over there, swinging around. So, prompt 3, most anticipated deck, was released this year. And that it will always and forever be my Tarot of Echoes by Anatorian. This is an indie deck. She signed all her copies. It's stunning. I love the cardstock on this. It just beautiful shuffle. Love the backs. Love the fronts. Yeah, I've done. Look at the bright colors in here. I love this deck. 2 pieces. I think it's been showed a lot lately because it just came out in March. I think it was March, February or March, and this was the deck of that month, whatever month. Yeah, it was March because January was the Urban Crow Oracle and the Hush Tarot was February. So this was the deck I got in March of this year that I'm just like, ugh, I love it. It's my number one deck this year, period, that I was anticipating and needing and was like, yeah. So, yeah, that's the Tarot of Echoes. I love it to pieces. I can't wait till it comes out mass market, which it will be, because then it will have a book as well. I love it. I'm sorry, I've rambled so much. I need to keep going here. Okay, so number 4, biggest disappointment. And that has to be the Mystic Palette Tarot by Cheryl Marchetti. And I hate saying that. First of all, hate the box. They went back to real old school with this is Llewellyn. I'm like, why? Why did you go back to that? Then the cards are, I can't even get them all in the view like that. They're huge cards. And I'm like, why? They're even bigger than the indie version. I have the colored version. I've been chomping at the bit waiting for this. This is the, oh my gosh. The lighter, the non-colored, okay, version. And I'm like, the cardstock sucks. It's hard. It's not Llewellyn's typical cardstock. They're humongous. I can't shuffle them normally. The box sucks. It's back to the old school, real old school stuff. And I'm like, why? Why? With this being a gorgeous, I mean, the deck is gorgeous. And then there is a, on the 9 of, the turtle, the 9 of Wands, there is a typo because instead of the Roman numeral for 9, it's a 0 for the Fool. And it really pissed me off because I'm like, I love Cheryl Marchetti's artwork. I don't know if he had something to do with the saying of this, but it to me, the cardstock, the box quality, all of it missed the mark. I was so disappointed. And then I didn't even get the first copy. I ordered it twice. And the second time, they didn't charge me. They actually gave the second one to me for free and then refunded me the first one. So I got the deck for free. But I was disappointed. Highly disappointed. I love Cheryl Marchetti's work. I love I was like, oh, I have the color version in indie and now I'll have this one mass market. And it's just not the same. Not the same at all. That's not to say I won't use it because I will. Hopefully they'll come out because this is all that came out with this one. They're supposed to be coming out because when they come out with the color one, it was a full kit. Like, it's still the large cards, but it's still the huge box that they normally come in with Llewellyn with a book and everything. This one did not. It came just like this. And apparently later in the year, they're supposed to be coming out with this one as a kit as well. Hopefully they take heed and change the cardstock back to their typical cardstock, which I like, and make them smaller because I can barely use this deck. But that was the biggest disappointment this year because I have so many of his decks and I was just super disappointed in the cardstock in the box. Now the next one is the biggest surprise. And if you've been watching lately, it's going to be the Bonefire 2nd edition. I love the box. I love the book. The book is freaking huge. And these are so cute. I love it's matte rail gilding. The cards are matte. They're almost, they're what you would call pocket size. They're, like playing card size, which I love. The, vibrancy of the colors were toned down, which helps me because the first edition, it actually made my eyes hurt and made me nauseous. So I'm glad that they toned down the colors. There are a few cards that have been changed, but since I didn't use the first edition that much, it doesn't really matter to me. And I freaking love it to pieces. This was the biggest surprise of the year, and I'm like, whoa, I love you. 2 pieces, love it. Hardcore. I love it. I can use it now. And the readings I've got with it since I've gotten it are just fantastic. Look at that. It's my favorite card, I think. Just beautiful deck. And they did a fantastic job. That was US Games. Nope, that was Red Feather. Sorry, Red Feather. Red Feather is really stepping up their game. I have quite a few decks, and if you haven't seen my cardstock video of Red Feather, go check it out, because they've really stepped up their game with cardstock. So number 6 is Deck Crush, deck you're in love with. And that is, again, not a, it's a playing card deck, Beyond the Veil by MJ Cullinane. This is like a velvet. It's so soft. I cannot seem to leave this deck alone. It is a linen cardstock. The linen cardstock I hate, but it doesn't even faze me. Doesn't even faze me. Actually, so the bonfire is a little bit bigger because these are playing card size and they're smaller. So the bonfire is a little bit bigger. But I pull this deck out just to look at most of the time. Not even read with. But when I do read with it, it's fantastic. This is the deck that I just keep coming back to no matter what deck comes into my collection. This is like a secondary, and I love, that's my favorite Hermit card in the Grimalkin's Curious Cat Tarot. It's my favorite Hermit, period. But I love it to pieces. It's so stunning. It's a combination of all of her artwork, MJ Cullinane's artwork, and I freaking love it. Hardcore love it. And I use this as a kind of an oracle deck with my, like, if we need further information on a mediumship reading. And it's mind-blowing. But that's a great deck, and I think that's out of print now. I'm sorry. So, okay. Number 7, Fave Tarot card. So I'm going to show you the deck that's from. It's the Slow Tarot. I hate the cardstock because it's linen. It likes to slide, but it does shuffle well. These are the backs. I'm just going to show you a few of these cards. I love this deck, though. Got it this year. Love that sun card. It's one of my favorite suns. Love that extra card. It's stunning. Look at that. 1, Ace of Wands. It's beautiful. This deck reminds me of, like, you're seeing memories of a town that once existed that is now a deserted town. And I still feel that way no matter what deck, or no matter how I use it, that's how I feel. But my favorite card in that deck is the Chariot. The Chariot is my soul card. I love this card. For some reason, it makes me reminiscent of the good times I had in my childhood. Plus, we have a Luna Moth here, and I'm sorry, but anything with a Luna Moth, I'm going to freaking love it. But I love this Chariot card. That's my fave card this year, I think, pretty much. And it's from the Slow Tarot, so that's beautiful. Next, we have number 8, decks that make you deck that made you happy, makes you happy, and that's the Universal Folk Tarot. It's U.S. Games. It's oracle size, but I don't care. It's freaking beautiful. They changed the cardstock to linen cardstock. And it's got that coating over it so it doesn't slide. And OMG. It's edged in matte black. Oh, it's so freaking sweet and beautiful. The coloring in it is stunning. I have the oracle too that matches it. And it is so quiet and so peaceful and so gentle. And I just freaking, I can't even explain it. I love that there's keywords on it. I love this singular color palette on each card. It's just, it's stunning. And I freaking love it to pieces. This is a deck that I was like, oh. There's a quietness to it that gives you quiet. And someone that has a brain that goes 24/7 and never shuts off, even when I'm dreaming or even when I'm asleep, because I'm constantly dreaming. This deck is my calm in the storm. So I love it for that. So that is my deck that makes me happy. And we're running out of time here. Where's my phone? Okay, that was number 9. That was number 8. Number 9, most beautiful deck this year. And I keep coming back to this because it is stunning. It got some bling on it. It's got real locations in it. It's made to look like Polaroids. It's an extra card. There's the backs. It came out this year also. And oh my God, it's just, the backgrounds are real places. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. Now, it does give you a run. The Tarot Echoes, there's nothing comparing. But I couldn't put it for every one of these, right? So I added this instead because this is like my second favorite. But I will say the Tarot Echo is probably my favorite. But it's the Wildlands Tarot. It's by Sacred Scribe Publishing. Freaking beautiful. So that was number 9. Number 10. What deck do you want to buy by the end of the year or still waiting on? So I'm still waiting on. And I think Chanel said this in her video. The Victorian Fairy Tarot is a reprinting. It's been out of print for years. They did a Kickstarter in May. It ended in May of last year. We're still waiting on it. And I'm starting to get a little aggravated with it. But at the same time, I know it'll be top notch when I get it. So, but it's been a year since they took my money. So, yeah. That's the deck I'm waiting on. So number 11, which deck hasn't been used yet, but you want to use it this year? Now, I haven't really used this, but it is the Legend of Sleepy Hollow Tarot. This is by, again, Red Feather, 2-part box. Again, stunning cards. The way they did the cardstock, and I just totally messed that up, but it's freaking beautiful. They're huge cards, and I don't mind because this is like silk. The cardstock. The images are beautiful. It's a very traditional RWS, but I don't care. It's freaking beautiful. It's lovely. The cardstock is like silky, nice matte. It's almost indie quality. And it was like $15, $20 on Amazon. And I'm like, how? How is Red Feather stepping up their game hardcore? Like, these other publishing companies need to watch out. Because if they keep producing decks like this or like the Bonfire, I'm just going to keep buying them. So, yeah, this is gorgeous. This is a deck I'm obviously waiting for Halloween or fall or whatever, because it's that type of deck and that type of year deck. So I'm kind of waiting for that to really dive into this. I've used it once or twice. But that's the deck I'm really waiting for Halloween on. So that's number 11. Last one is fave video you made this year. That would be the decks I got in February. For some reason this year, everybody's watching my decks I got in whatever month it was. Because I've been doing that ever since I started this. I do the decks I got in that month. February blew up. I have almost 800 views, which for me, that's a lot. Because I don't have a very big channel. But yeah, and I will post that link below. But that is my video to VR to Chanel Days, the hashtag Midyear Tarot tag. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, if you want to see any other type of video, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night.